This game has been out since July, but welcome to week 1 of the first year of our chat dynasty for college football 26. The Montana Growlers about ready to make their debut at home against Missouri State. And if you think this is an early cupcake, you might be mistaken, because I really don't know. I don't know how much this team is going to do in year 1. This team is going to need a lot more down the road, and we're going to need a lot of growth out of the players that we already have, because things are bad. Things are bad right now, and we're going to go ahead and show you why that is. So, first off, we'll run through the players that will matter. Evo is our quarterback this year. Last year at wide receiver with the University of Talladega. A quarterback that doesn't excite me a lot, I gotta be honest. I mean, you know, especially in college football, having a mobile quarterback is so huge, and we just don't have that. 92 throw power, the short accuracy is going to be good. Deep ball and even medium passes, especially right off the rip here, are going to be a little bit rough. But you might notice that all of our backups are under 70 overall. Well, yes, every player that isn't a chat player is 70 overall or lower. That is what we have going on here. Ash, our quarterback from a year ago, wide receiver this year. We'll see what Cam Vincent does. He's going to have to see time. Second year in a row, I am the fullback. And then wide receiver, I would say we're fairly stacked. We at least have a bright future with the Rock brothers. Or actually, these aren't brothers. It's Squiddy Rock and Austin Rock. I think I'm not up to date on the Rock lore. I think Squiddy Rock would be Austin's dad. I'm not really sure. Pat is a wide receiver this year, not a running back. And Air Bud is wide receiver number 4 and our primary kickoff returner. Depth, don't even think about it. Don't even think about it. Mudcat Steele at tight end. Titus Emmanuel is one of the few that have stayed at the 70 overall mark. There's not many of them that have in terms of the backups. We'll see what he can do. It says vertical threat. I'm not so sure if that's going to be the case. The offensive line, it's going to be all over the place. Dude, I have no idea. Swamp Thing, 80 overall freshman. Impact development, it might be okay. Bulldozer, 74 overall with star. That could be good. Sledgehammer, 80 overall with impact dev. And some of these offensive linemen look absolutely ridiculous. I'm just going to warn you now. Turntable, 89 with impact dev. And I do not expect Turntable to last all 4 years. There's no way he doesn't leave for the NFL. Probably after year 2 as soon as he's able. And we actually don't have a chat right tackle, so that's going to be a problem. We're going to have a big-time problem there. We also don't have a chat defensive... Well, we have one chat defensive lineman, but none of them play edge. So that's going to be a big issue. Tank Dude is another guy that's not going to last very long. 88 overall, true freshman. That's going to be a problem. Big 99 ain't sticking around too long. Joe Brandon, this was the mistake player for a player that we're going to get to a little bit later that was supposed to be a Will. I put him as a Sam, but I had already started the Dynasty, so I was like, well, I got to do something with him. So, Joe Brandon it is, conveniently wearing number 46. Middle linebacker, same as a year ago at Talladega. The Turbo Yoda is back, scarier than ever. And star development this time around. So Turbo Yoda kind of sat down, didn't make much of an impact with Dega. By the end of this thing, Turbo Yoda is going to be the best player on this defense. Lord knows. Slim Jim, that linebacker, possibly the worst position for a skinny guy to be playing outside of maybe offensive line. No depth there. Corner, we have 3. Mike, I'm just going to pronounce it Isichi. How about that? Disqualified, conveniently wearing number 0. And then just Caleb. Caleb's here. He plays corner. I'm going to be fighting for time with the other ones. Harry Kitty, I still don't forgive, I think it was Ash, for this name. Backup safeties are trash, just like every other position. Sauce Castillo is here. He's playing safety this year instead of corner, I think he played a year ago. And yet again, the names get even more ridiculous. Toe Cheese. Toe Cheese is going to be our punter, not our kicker. That belongs to 6'9", 400-pound Aragon Clancy. Chip shot, also, here at punter. Probably won't see a lot of time here in year one. It's too bad Harrison Mevis trademarked thicker kicker, because Aragon might be that. Can't wait to see Clancy. Well, we got to score. We got to move the football to do that, and I'm not so certain this offense is capable of doing that. As a little bit of an equalizer in terms of what we get dev trait-wise, and, you know, recruiting was always the stupidest thing in Dega, because we just rename the players and spin for them anyway. So auto-recruiting is on, so it's just going to bring in players. We don't have to worry about it. We can just head straight into the games, because at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter. The players are going to be determined by the wheel spins, so. And you'll also notice that I have 110 unspent coach skill points. And we're going to keep it that way, at least for a short while, for no other reason than to make year one even more difficult than it's probably already going to be. So, without much further ado, Missouri State, Montana, about ready to kick off. Well, wouldn't you know it? The University of Montana in their debut game, and we get the football first, and fuck it, we'll bring it out. Pat on the return, and it's not a very good return to the 20-yard line. As we set out in this game, heading into the great unknown, really. I have no idea how good or bad this team is going to be. Pretty easy opponent for us. In theory, these are actually fairly balanced teams. So on first down, Ash on the run, going to cut that back, and a very solid gain on the first play of the game, 8 yards. The 28-yard line. Ash looks so tiny standing next to Evo, dude. Oh, it's ridiculous. A play-action pass. What could go wrong? Evo downfield. Oh, he finds Pat. Down to the 32-yard line. Does this team have life, or did we just get lucky? Because Evo's really not supposed to be... We really shouldn't even be throwing deep passes this early on. But a 41-yard pass. Caught at the 45-yard line, and Pat with 3 defenders takes half the defense to run him down and force him to the sideline. If there's going to be any silver lining to this team, it is probably the offense. And by the way, look at how empty the stands are. Ash on the run, cuts it. It's another 8-yard gain. 2 carries, both of them for 8 yards. Montana moving the football, just shy of the red zone. Now Ash again. Got 1. Well, 3rd down and 1. By the way, we're running the Oregon playbook. I'm not sure if that's a good idea or a bad idea, but it's what we're doing here off the start. 3rd and 1 and a pitch play. Got a block, gonna be close. 4th and inches, and uh-oh. I do worry about the health of this team, just because of the game, not because of anything that I did. I didn't mess with injury or stamina at all. So on a 4th and inches, we'll hand it off to Cam Vincent. Pick up the first down. Ash will be back. Hip bursitis. Montana officially into the red zone for the first time. 19-yard line. Gonna dump that off. That is caught by Austin Rock. We have 2 rocks at wide receiver. Austin 33, Squiddy number 3. Cam Vincent still in the game on 2nd down and 8. Solid run to make it 3rd and short. And now the Montana State injuries. Montana State. Missouri State injuries will begin as well for this 3rd down and 3. Will we get a chance to see Aragon Clancy real early on? 3rd and 3. Ash is back out of the backfield and a drop. Gabe wants me to go for it. Perhaps we just put some points on the board. Nah. We'll see the kicker later. We'll see the kicker later. 4th and 3. Throwing. Caught. Mudcat steal is in for the first touchdown in the history of the Montana Growlers. On a 4th down, no less. Put it in the record books. Mudcat Steel's been a part of every one of these chat franchises we've ever done. Outside of the NHL one, I don't know if Mudcat was in that one. Might have been, probably. And Aragon Clancy, the kicker for the PAT here. Yes, he is left-footed. Pat didn't ask for that, but I did it anyway. 7-0 Montana, and now we'll get to see this defense, which worries me greatly. Deep kick. There's a reason Toe Cheese is the, or actually whoever the kickoff specialist was. Well, here we go. What little fans we have trying to make something happen, and a sack on the first defensive play for Montana. And guess who? Tank Dude was in there on it, as well as many others. 2nd and 17. They ain't gonna be able to block Tank Dude, are they? Deflected pass out of the backfield. 3rd down and 17. We have Joe Brandon lined up at edge. What could go wrong? Dude got through. Watch out. It's a 1st down for Mo State. All the way out to the 40. And disqualified, living up to his name. It is a bit odd that the first defensive play for Montana did result in a sack, because I really don't expect much out of this pass rush at all. Tank is about the only thing we've got going for us. Speaking of, in there, uh-oh! Disqualified again. Slim Jim on the tackle down at the 36-yard line. This is going about as well as we could have predicted. I wanted to make a play with Turbo Yoda so bad. Well, make it 1st and 5. From the 31. And a handoff. Slim Jim, oddly enough, a sure tackler so far. Gonna make it 2nd and inches. Now from the 26. Back to throw. Fires. It is caught. No idea who that was in coverage. I'm not sure I know number 9 on defense, at least in terms of the chat players that were made. Actually, that was Mike. The throw. Caught to the 1. So this defense is living up to the expectations, really, because the expectations were low. 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. They'll hand it off. Tank Dude says no. 2nd big impact play for Tank thus far. They got maybe a few inches. This time the Turbo Yoda. And speaking of Tank Dude, team is made of glass. They might actually be made of glass. So now I have no idea what to do on the defensive line. We don't have a single impact player. Turbo Yoda again. It'll be 4th and goal. And the Bears are going to go for it. Empty backfield here. Pressure comes. Thrown to the end zone. Disqualified. Oh my. He shouldn't be that bad. Where's he going? Oh, Christ. Well, long drive for the Missouri State Bears. And it is 7-7. 12-play drive, almost 5 minutes. I think he might just be Eli Apple. The Missouri State student section, the Missouri State section in our stadium might have more fans than any section that Montana has. I get that's all their fans crammed into one spot in the stadium, but still. Thrown deep downfield, Mudcat steal again. The Evo deep ball? Second time already in this game. This wasn't the plan. Evo gonna scramble a little bit. It's to the backup tight end, Titus Emmanuel. His first catch. We're actually gonna see Beauchamp and Galloway in the backfield here and not pick up a first down. So 3rd and 2. Ash nowhere to be found. Cam Vincent is the back. And they send a blitz. Vincent to the outside. He'll make a move, dancing inside the 30. By the way, yes, we are in the Mountain West. We'll be moving to the Pac-12 after year 1. Out of the backfield, Vincent. Gain of 8 yards. This Evo's throwing for 100 yards already, which I did not see coming at all. Pitch play, Vincent. That's blown up. Oh, that's not what we were after. A loss of our only capable running back. Certainly hurting. Evo to fire. It's caught by Squiddy Rock. That is such a terrible pass. But it was our only chance. They had a spy on Evo. 1st and 10 from the 10. Vincent out wide. I got a guy all over him. A loss on the play. I don't know if you got hurt again. You're just not in the game. I'm assuming that means you got hurt again. Maybe it's some weird shuffling. I don't know. Throw. Rock. I wanted to go to the boundary. Got a pair of Missouri State injuries. 3rd and 3 from the 3. I don't like the look of this, so we're going to try and throw it. I think that Rock? Squiddy Rock was wide open on the play. Touchdown, Montana. Sorry, it's gonna take me a minute to learn where everybody is. And it makes it doubly hard because you can't see Squiddy Rock's number. Well, 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Clancy will boot it through again. 2 of 2 on PATs for Aragon Clancy. And it is Toe Cheese, the kickoff specialist. We would like to not see him punt any ball. today. So Toe Cheese is listed as a kicker. But that's just because once I started this, I couldn't swap positions. Hey, Sauce Castillo making a play early. TFL for Sauce. Tank Dude's back in the game. Montana State has gone backwards in the opening play of both drives for them thus far. To throw to the flat. Hey, that disqualified. Credit where it's due. Nice tackle to force 3rd and long. Third and 10. It's a funky little screen. That won't work. And we head to quarter number 2. Missouri State going to punt it away. Solid first quarter for the Montana Growlers, 14-7. Second quarter begins with a Montana, I keep doing that, Missouri State punt. Fairly decent kick, and we get to see Air Bud for the first time. Not much doing there. But decent starting field position for the Growlers at their own 34-yard line. It is still Beauchamp in the game. Nash nowhere to be found as of yet, and Beauchamp, first down run. First carry of the night. First carry of his career. Goes for 12. He'll get the rock again. And juke right into a tackle. Juke right into a tackle. Yep, that was good. I really like the look of the stadium, though, I gotta say. The Cal Stadium was a good move. Play action. Evo falls harmlessly. Incomplete. I just threw a lob pass to a drag route, and we're very lucky to get that back. 3rd and 7. Ow. So Evo's a statue, because I tried to move and he wouldn't move. So we will see. Toe Cheese for the first time in his true position. Short kick. And returned here. Was that me on the tackle? Yes, it was. Fullback, special team stud. Maybe. Eric Kitty and Mike Yasici making some plays. 2nd and 10. Montana State doesn't go backwards for the first time. Clark back to throw again, and it's dumped off over the middle. Caleb just got juked out of his shoes. But again, another strong thing that we just saw there. That's another sure tackle for Slim Jim. 3rd and 3. Clark to fire. It's a curl again. Caleb right on top of it after the fact. 10 of 12 for Jacob Clark. If we're struggling like this against Missouri State, week 2 is really going to be a problem. You kind of knew that was going to be the case, but still. 2nd down and 6. Clark. Looking, running, sacked. It's a different steal. Off the left edge. Not even really sure what his first name is. But it's 3rd and 15. Keontae steal. Any relation? By the way, Life of Bigfoot, that's a game. Sounds sick. That's what we wanted to do last time. Sack on the blitz for the Turbo Yoda. 4th and 20. Might only get credit for half of it. Missouri State set to punt it away again. Oh, that game. And now Air Bud. Blocks? Some. Oh my goodness, look at him move! Oh man, he just made a play! Keontae Steele down on special teams. Bigfoot life does bring more of a bell. Cam Vincent on the first down run at... Whoa! I think he got out of that. More so because his own teammate hit him? I don't know. Second down and 6. Big hole. Cam Vincent. Montana across the 50. I wonder if that one play that Ash was involved in, she wasn't supposed to. Because it did say returning soon. And then it was like 2 plays later. Evo to fire. He finds Air Bud. First catch for Air Bud. 10 of 12 for Evo to start out. And over 100 yards. That's big trouble. Wasn't really much of a hope of getting out of the pocket to throw that ball away, and everything was covered. Blitz coming. Out wide, that is Titus Emmanuel. It'll at least be third and manageable. Third down and 7. Well, with no Ash, I guess it might open up this offense just a little bit more. On the throw, it's caught. Squiddy Rock. First down to the 20. Not really trying to run the football for Cam Vincent. Back to throw is Evo. Our guys got... My slant got fucked, and there was a curl. There was a bunch of guys over there, and they're actually going to slap us with intentional grounding for him. Fullback inside. That's not even me. I'm the only fullback on this team. Galloway. Up the middle. It's a good run. Oh. Third and 3. Gain of 16. Bud, sideline. First and goal. I get this is against a very, very bad team, but it is at least somewhat encouraging that we can even do what we're doing. Touchdown, Growlers. Beauchamp. Yeah, that was kind of my plan. Probably say when you might return. And running back's been the position where, I mean, we've seen it in Michigan Dynasty. We can't keep Justice Haynes on the field. Clancy's kick, up and good, 3 for 3. Another deep kick from Toe Cheese. Kneel down, and Missouri State out to the 25. I've seen that. Actually, the NHL does too. With like $150 for a Red Wings hoodie, tank dude. That's a little rough. I can get a basic ass jersey for $150. Let alone some hoodie that just says Red Wings in some generic font. First down, Missouri State. And a quick route to the middle. Jacob Clark, 12 of 14. Both quarterbacks have had pretty easy days. Not a lot has gone wrong for either one. And the quarterback on the run, he pitches it backwards. And they go by. Just Missouri State stuff. Just Missouri State stuff. Handoff. Oh, Turbo Yoda looked like he was there. He was not. Shamari Lawrence, 7 carries, 7 yards. Not exactly setting the world on fire. 3rd and 5, just shy of the 2-minute timeout. Clark back to pass. He's going to launch a deep one. It is incomplete. Caleb on the coverage. And the Bears set to punt. Barnes will punt it. Might as well let this one go. Into the end zone. So 2 minutes for the Growlers offense. Not going to do anything too crazy off the start here. How about an 8-yard run for Evo? Can't say I expected that. 2nd and 2. Watch out for Rock. Deep ball. Looking for Squiddy Rock Jr. and it missed. Oh, what a chance. He had his man beat. There's the inaccuracy of the Evo deep ball. Gonna get that out wide. Beauchamp fighting for the first down. He got it. Growlers gonna hurry to the line. Hello. Pat got absolutely death passed. Second and 10. All timeouts remaining for Montana. Rolling out. Evo on the run. He's got Mudcat Steele. Mudcat Steele down inside the 35. That's over 200 first half passing yards for Evo. A quarterback that really doesn't throw a good deep ball. Thrown, swatted away. Tell you what, a good play. Looking for Mudcat Steele again. 49 seconds. Not sure if we have any business running play action. Yeah, well, we can take our first time out. Brings up a 3rd down and 4. It's already been much more impressive first half than I would have thought. Steele, beyond the sticks. Might as well hurry up to the line here, potentially save those 2 timeouts, maybe for a goal-to-go scenario. Slant route, caught, Rock, moves, touchdown, Montana. Austin Rock in the end zone. There's been very little that has gone wrong here in our debut. One of the very few gripes I have about Team Builder in 26 is that you don't have an option to change a fight zone. That is one of the last things that I think that we need to do something. I don't even care if you give me like 5 generic options, but we do have to hear the same fight song as we did all of Talladega Dynasty last year. Your ticker confused me briefly. Why? Because it says we're 0-19? They're going to throw it to the flat. Turbo Yoda got picked off ever so slightly. Timeout. Reasoning, by the way, for the Owen... Oh. Tank dude in there. Disqualified with an open field tackle. Timeout for the Bears. The reason, by the way, it says we're 0-19 in our school's history is that we have 3 rivals, and you were able to upload rivalry history. So with Boise State, Wyoming, and Washington State, we played a total of 19 games. We've lost them all. Final timeout for the Bears They're still not going Hail Mary. They might be looking for a field goal try. Did they not? Is my ticker wrong? Clark to fire over the middle. That's not going to get it done. And that's likely going to be halftime. Oh, well, they might get a playoff here. They did. They spiked it with zeros on the clock. 28-7 at half. Well, if Missouri State's going to bring a comeback effort at us, it's pretty much got to start now. 28-7. Game that was 7-7. Important to note that we do have a slightly better offense. Tank Dude got in there. Big hit by disqualified. Breaks up a pass. Very important note. The lack of rushing yards. Oh, Jesus. Tank Dude blows things up. Incomplete. He's going to be our only hope at making plays. Turbo Yoda, too. But, man. And it's a first down. Well, don't count the Bears out just yet. Fiend. First down from the 41. It's a run to the quarterback again. They pitched it backwards again. And Turbo Yoda's there again. You know that man is just looking at that. Seeing this team do this, as that's another sack. Third of the night. Keontae Steele. Oh, no, I forgot to look at the injury report, actually. Coaching? Injury report. No injured players. Okay. Interesting. What happened over here? Ash is there. Ash is here. I guess we haven't run a play here in the second half. Maybe she was only injured for the rest of the first half. We'll see. 3rd and 19 for Missouri State. Tank Dude trying to fight through. It is an absolute arm punt, and it is incomplete. Well, we'll see after the punt if number 11 is back in the backfield as Barnes punted away again. Air Bud. Dude, what? Air Bud! Here in week 1, he's a cheat code. Touchdown, Montana. Dude, he just cuts on a dime. And I'm not even really trying to cut. I'm just his change of direction must be ridiculous. He is a dog at the end of the day. The kicker is on for the extra point. Clancy boots it through. 35-7. We better enjoy this because it might be our only win of the year. I guess maybe we shouldn't say that because truthfully, if this team doesn't sustain any long-term injuries and the starters play, we might be okay. Clark back to pass. Over the middle, incomplete. Turbo Yoda on the coverage. Might use her with the Slim Jim here. What the fuck? That was an attempt. 3rd and 10. Tank dude again. Open man downfield. It's caught. First down for the Bears up to the 48-yard line. Weird little RPO. Disqualified on the stop. 19 of 27 for Clark. I don't know why Slim Jim's lined up where he is. 2nd and 5. Clark to fire. He's got a man in the flat again. Tell you who the worst defender that we have on this team right now, and it makes all the sense in the world. It is most likely disqualified. That, wow. When you got 3 guys in the backfield, as soon as the handoff has been made, I think a play might be blown up. 2nd and 13. Pressure is coming. Clark escapes, and look at all the room he's got to run. He'll slide down at the 21-yard line. That was bad. Not a mobile quarterback. Oh, Jesus Christ, Tank dude. Sauce Castillo just watched that happen. It's 1st and goal, Missouri State. Maybe they figured some things out. Maybe we need to be worried. Offense hasn't seen the field yet. Play action to fire. Touchdown, Missouri State. Robinson finds the end zone. I think for the 2nd time today. I think he was the one that Moss disqualified earlier. That one all over. Yasichi. So the PAT, 2nd Missouri State touchdown of the day. See if the offense actually sees the field this time. Airbud, come out to the 25. See if Ash makes a return to the game. Yes, she does. Doesn't get the handoff here, but it's Beauchamp. And out wide. Rock with a block. One play. And we're up to the 45-yard line. But so Ash's injury, it looks like, just kept her out for the remainder of the first half. Back now, and ow. Nothing there on that play. And send the ball to wherever disqualified is. Yes. Ow! We're gonna blow this? Are we actually gonna blow this game? Evo on the move. Everybody's covered. This is about our only chance, and a throw in the run for Evo is a bad idea. However, I did it because in practice, actually, yesterday, I did throw on the run, and it was a great pass. Thanks, Caleb. Good play. 1st and 10 for the Bears. From their own 22, Tank dude. He just looks like a star. Big man wearing 99 and a dark visor. You know you're boned. Thrown. Caught. Picked up a 5 yards on the play. 8 catch for Robinson to go along with his 2 touchdowns, but it's 3rd and 13. Clark back to throw again. It's a short dump off. It is caught. Short of the sticks. So Barnes set to punt for the billionth time today. Great look at the empty stadium here. And Air Bud. Magic once already today. Should just not make it to the 50. Like, we're not doing anything. From the 47 for the Growlers. Ash on the handoff, and that was Sledgehammer, who looked like he was going to take the guy that we needed him to take, only to not take him. Second down and 8. Ash out wide. Oh, nice little spin. 5 yards on the play. Ash hasn't seen the field in so long, so we're just going to keep running the football. 3rd and 3. Cuts that. There you go. We're being 5'6". Staying on the feet pretty well, despite getting tackled by multiple defenders. What is this? Oh, the fake toss play. Thrown out of the backfield, and Ash with a catch. Breaks out of a tackle, and inside the 15. It's the Ash drive, I guess. Four minutes to go here in the 3rd. With a move and a broken tackle. He's out here breaking tackles, man. Second down and 4. From the 8. Play action. Oh, we're in trouble. Evo sacked back to the 16. Well, that wasn't great. 3rd and 13. Open and touchdown Squiddy Rock. Aragon Clancy will get his day to shine, but apparently it is not today. A tight spiral from Evo. Come on, man. 41-14. I gotta say, I did not expect. I thought we might win this game. We had an ever so slight advantage, but I didn't think it would be a blowout like this. But they just can't run the ball, and I mean their quarterback's not very good at throwing deep balls, so they're not really that good at anything. But important to note, it's the FBS debut for both of these teams. And a little out. Oh, good job there, Caleb. Got blocked, kind of got chipped off that play. Still able to make the tackle. 6-yard pickup, 2nd down and 4. Little dump up. Oh, missed tackle for the Turbo Yoda. Still going downfield. And Lawrence, the one that made the catch, holding an ankle. Second catch for Lawrence out of the backfield. 1st and 10, 2:06 to go in the 3rd. Another little out route, misplayed there. That was me. We're going to blame disqualified, but that was very much my fault. I went to look to stay close, and then he threw the pass, and he was leading him upfield a little bit. 1st down. Oh, he tried to spin move. Slim Jim. Josh Joyner might have made a bit of a mistake there. One of the more solid players of this Montana debut has been Slim Jim. Handoff. He's there again, dude. I like what I'm seeing out of number 10. It'll be a lot easier to tackle Missouri State players than it is Alabama Crimson Tide offensive players next week. Deep ball might be an interception. Flag on the play. I think this might get called back, even though I didn't hold up. I don't get what the PI is. I really don't. I just ran to the ball. I didn't hold him up. I didn't do anything. Because the flag came before I even turned to make the pick. Handoff. Disqualified the tackle. That is going to take us to quarter number 4. 42-14 Montana. Fourth quarter begins. Montana looking really good. We're 1-0. Quarterback change for Missouri State. Looking, firing. Oh, first and goal. That was Slim Jim that kind of got thrown around, honestly, on the tackle. First and goal for the Bears. Starter still in defensively for the Growlers. Back to pass, thrown. The field goal attempt is good, but no points awarded. Second and goal from the 7. That is a long last name for whoever this quarterback is. Tank Dude getting in, and it opens up. Touchdown Bears. Every route went to the right corner of the end zone. Somebody got a little bit of pass protection. Oh, she wrote. Cole Feuerbacher. This game is still winnable for Missouri State, I will say. If we have a terrible quarter offensively, then they're in it. Like, they're down 21, but we've allowed more in a fourth quarter. Barnes, busy day. Kicks it away, Air Bud from the 5. I didn't even see that guy. Where the fuck did you come from? Montana with a football. Starters in offensively as well. Ash got a couple. Garrett Lewis, that's the starting right tackle. Down on the play. So not great in terms of killing time here. 2nd and 8, they sent a lot of guys. Ash for a yard. So make it 3rd and 7. Evo gonna have to throw the football here. There's more pressure coming, and he airmailed it on the run again. Well, 3 and out for Montana. Door is wide open for Missouri State. Toe Cheese with a pretty terrible punt. Fair caught for whatever reason. He had space to return her. We're not kicking into a lot of wind. A punt to the 42, just not really that acceptable. Thrown, caught. I thought maybe disqualified was going to have a chance there. Not quite. Guys, I'm getting a little worried here. Throw, no, not throwing, sacked. Steele again. What a day for Keontae Steele. Less than 70 overall. Playing outstanding. Tank Dude blowing it up. There he is. Oh, that's Joe Brandon. Joe Brandon with the sack. There's a shock. It's 3rd and 25. Handoff. Uh-oh. Caleb with a solid tackle. They gain a yard. We're going to go for it. We're going to go for it on 4th and 24. They need to get inside the 29. Looking to throw. It is intercepted, swatted, and picked off by Caleb. Return near midfield. Your wide receiver's got a couple of drops today. Hasn't been a huge factor. First down, screen pass. Ash got a block, had to hop over one of the offensive linemen. Gain 7. Do we go for a dagger? How about Evo, though, by the way? 20 of 28. Oh, God. They got pressure in the backfield so fast. Air Bud was wide open on that play. Is there a dive? Do I have a single dive? Apparently the answer is no. 3rd and 3 on the counter run. That was doomed from the start. Coach wants us to go for it. You know what? I haven't called my own number all game. Fullback dive. Assuming it's me. It is me. I need a full 2 yards, though. And we didn't get it. What do you expect? First down, one of them funky little screens again, and it's incomplete. Still plenty of time for the Bears, though. This is concerning. Flung out. Forcing a 3rd down. Catch made, Isaiah McMorris. They have a trick up their sleeve here. Why are they lining up? Why are they lining up like this? No tricks. Just bad. Just real bad from the Montana defense. Guess if they want to run it down our throat to try and make up a 21-point deficit, have at it. You found the lane. And now disqualified is hurt. And if we thought he was bad, just wait till the replacements come in. Oh no. From the 30. Harry Kitty was there, broken tackle. Boy. Under 8 to play. To fire, to run. First down. I mean, it's hard to imagine him being worse than disqualified, getting burnt, and not being able to make tackles much of the night. A lot of time being spent on this drive. First and goal. This is certainly terrifying. There's going to be plenty of time here. That worked. Second and goal from the 3-yard line. Not that many balls to the tight end today. Second and goal. Gonna scramble, gonna throw! Touchdown! Believe he threw it right over the head of Joe Brandon. Oh yeah, everyone's gonna die. Everyone's gonna die against Alabama. And it was Joe Brandon back in coverage that just watched the ball get completed. We get 2 more 3-and-outs, man. This team, we're in big trouble here. Kick it away. Barnes. We'll let Pat have potentially a moment to shine, even though kickoff returns are not really the way to do that. But when you're trying to chew clock, more field isn't necessarily a bad thing. First down. Ash on the run. Ash close to a first down. They're going to give it to her. 13th carry of the night. Over 50 yards despite missing about half of this game. And again, that was stupid. We're gonna get yards, but that's what I shit on the Road to Glory AI for doing all the time, and I just did it. 2nd and 8. How about Evo? We got a block! Evo with a first down. Late hit not called. Clock unfortunately stopped. You never know, though, with EA Sports. I ran out of bounds just to not get Evo hit, but Ash found a lane through there to get 8 yards again. And a popular distance on the runs today. 2nd down and 2. Getting close to the point that Missouri State might consider using their timeouts, and honestly, I'd expect them to start doing so after this next play. Ash exits, it's Cam Vincent in the backfield, and he got nothing. No timeout. No timeout. It's an interesting call. Second and 9, Ash is back. This offensive line struggling. Timeout, and it's 3rd down. Not to the point that we can really ice it with a first down yet, but we can get really close. Thrown, caught, steal is short. I don't even know if we can make a field goal from here. It's honestly probably more advantageous to try and go for it. 4th down and 3. Thrown. Caught Titus Emmanuel. Ash with a block. And Emmanuel's down to the 20. Timeout, Missouri State. That's their final one. It is a quite improbable road back. But we cannot end this game truly without a first down. 2-minute timeout. Still lurking. Ash with a move close. 2nd and inches. And an injury timeout, so that's really not going to help matters. Unless you're Ash trying to score a touchdown, I guess. 2nd and inches from the 11. Out wide. Cuts it. Touchdown, Montana. Missed much of the game. Ash's first career touchdown will ice it. Winds up being 19 carries, 92 yards for Ash, which never knew she was going to come back. Cochise to send it away. Missouri State out of timeouts and just about out of time. We'll have the 2-minute timeout after this play. Down 49-28. Not looking good. Tanked. That's going to wind up as a sack for Tank Dude. But let's just not skip over the fact that their quarterback almost broke one of his tackles. Tackle there by Caleb. It's 3rd and 11. Missouri State working quick, and they're not going anywhere with these short passes. So expect an arm punt. And instead, it's to the sideline. 4th and 5. And surprisingly, they will go for it. They went for it on 4th and 24 earlier. Back to throw. Pocket collapses. and the Montana Growlers a kneel down away from going 1-0 in our debut season, 49-28 over Missouri State. Can't be excited for too long because we are going on the road, Bryant-Denny Stadium, to face Alabama in week 2.